Hello everyone, welcome back. We are here for another amazing live together to get us ready for next week. I know these weeks are going by so fast, it's insane. I cannot get over it. And today we're really focusing on our weekly desk planners. We have some brand new colors in stock for you too, which I can't wait to share. I am going to walk you through how to set up your Undated weekly desk planner so you can really prepare yourself for a productive, successful week ahead. We have so many amazing ways that you can use this. This is really going to be a practical and useful method for this planner because I know weekly we do a lot of fun, creative ones. Hey, Christy. But I wanted to, hey Pamela, hey Bella, hey Alicia, but I wanted to mix it up and I wanted to go over a really practical way that's a little less all over the place. So with that in mind, I want to just show you our new color options and things like that. So this is the Undated Weekly Desk Planner. It comes with 52 undated tear-off sheets. And that means that there is a one for every week of the year, which is so cool. Now, this is our new color, the Golden Dusk. We also have the Morning Bloom color, which is so pretty as well. I love this one. Oh, they're both stunning, have such good energy to them. And the third is our Serene Horizon. Okay, these are our brand new. These are the two new additions too. Today I was thinking we would use Golden Dusk. So let's dive in. I have pinned these products, and as we're going through this, if you have any questions, just let me know. That is exactly what we're here for. So I am going to start with the dates. And so I'm going to set this up for next week. So I'm going to be using the Bic pens. I love these for an everyday use because they let you do color coding all in one spot. I bought this pack that came with 5 different options, which I thought was really fun. So we're going to be using those today. And if you're new here, welcome. Here at Define, we are a small woman-owned business, and we are specializing in products designed to help you navigate each day with purpose. So starting off with those dates, now what's great about this is that this is undated, so you can really hop in or start it whenever you're ready. So if you get it now, you can start now and you'll have it for all the way until next May. So next week, I'm just going to go and write, we're going to write May. It'll be the 11th to the 17th. Okay. And it's nice, you could keep this in the kitchen too if you have a family or if you live with someone else and you guys always know what's going on. That's huge. And just so you know, this is a Sunday to Saturday undated desk planner. Okay. So once that's completed, we can go ahead and I actually just like to add in the dates next. So we're just going to add those right in here. There's a little space you'll see next to each day of the week. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Perfect. The next thing that you are going to do is let's take a look at this week's priority. This is so helpful to have on your weekly desk planner because this is going to keep you focused. I want you to think about this in terms of choosing one main focus for the week. So it could be a goal. It could be a task. It could also be an area of improvement. What this serves you for is really keeping you grounded and also helps to prevent as much overwhelming as we can prevent. I know the weeks are busy. It can be a lot. But having one priority is enough as well. So for this week, I keep putting it off because it just feels overwhelming. So let's use the example of complete our spring cleaning tasks. I'm going to write that in, I think in the blue. I like this blue. I think it's really pretty. So complete, because there's only so long you can put it off for, you know? Okay. What's great about this is you can look at this and be like, okay, yes, so I know I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, but how can I come back? How can I move through the day with intention, knowing this is what I want to get done this week? With that in mind, we also want to make sure that we are setting the tone for the week. So that is where the word of the week comes in. And what this does is this is something that you can try to channel your energy towards, really align this with your intention for this week. So maybe lately, all this clutter, this pressure to tidy up is overwhelming you and you're like, I don't know what's going on. Let's channel that into the word clarity. Because I don't know about you, but having that spring cleaning, having a little reset and refresh for the new season, it gives you such a weight off your shoulder. You feel like it gives you mental clarity. And I'm totally serious when I say that. It really helps. Because you know what they say, what's that saying? Where if you have a cluttered room, you have a cluttered mind. We don't want that. So let's write the word clarity. I'm going to do it in all caps because that way it stands out. Let me know what your word of the week is going to be as well. I love to know. Okay. Once this is all done too, you can rip it off, and whether it's put it on your fridge, keep it on your desk, you also could rip it off at the end of the next week. Doesn't matter. Okay. Next, let's start off with our daily blocks. So the way that this planner is set up is that every day is organized into morning, afternoon, and evening blocks, which is so helpful to organize your day. And this is dividing your day like this is also going to reduce that pressure and really keeps your planning realistic. You don't need to fill in every single block at first if you don't have everything filled out. It doesn't matter. Things will come up. So you want to be flexible and allow yourself that space too. Let's say Tuesday afternoon, you're not exactly sure what's going on. That's okay. Leave it blank. And fill it in as the week goes on. That's a great strategy as well. So to start, we know that Sunday is Mother's Day. So I'm going to write that in first. And we're going to use pink for that because how can you not? Okay, so that way we look and we know Mother's Day. And so in the morning, it's a Sunday morning, we're going to do a little catch up, I think. So really what I mean by that is grocery shopping and laundry. Okay, so that way when we go into the afternoon, we can spend the time with our mom and feel clear-headed, focused on the whatever it is you're doing. Maybe it's gardening, maybe it's a lunch and garden. So for that, I'm going to use the same pink because I feel like that's perfect for this type of event. And so it'll be a Mother's Day lunch, for example. And some planting. And then we're just going to do a little heart because we can. As I'm going through this, once again, I just want to emphasize that if there's any questions, anything you'd like to talk about, that's what I'm here for. And then the evening will be a great time to just rest and reset for, a crazy Monday. So maybe we'll do some journaling. And chilling. Amazing. I just wanted to take a moment before we dive into the rest of the week. Hey, Justin. Okay. Now that we have Sunday all planned out, we can really tackle the rest of the week, which it's always crazy. So starting off on the Monday. Now, there's so many different ways that you could organize your planner. The first might be you really like to do it in the sections, meaning maybe in the morning you really focus on routines, on getting your goals checked off or your top priorities. That's a great option to list in the morning box. The afternoon, you could list your meetings, your errands, any focus work that needs to get done. Whereas the evening could be a little downtime, rest, family time, reading. Again, there's no right or wrong way to use this as long as it's really helping you and you feel like you are looking at this thinking, okay, I got this. And so when it comes to next week, we're going to try to use some color coding here. I think that's a great way to look at your planner and instantly recognize what's going on. So for instance, let's say you have kids. You are going to use the same color for all of their lacrosse practices. And so for that, let's go with purple. So maybe Thursday night, they have a game that you need to go to at 6. Let's write that in. So that way when you put this on the fridge, when you put this on the dining room table or wherever you keep it, everyone's going to know 6 o'clock Thursday, be at the lacrosse game. Okay. And Tuesday, maybe you have to pick them up from practice. Make that a little star to highlight it. Maybe you are on pickup duty that day. So now when you look at this, you know, okay, I need to, whatever I'm doing, stop on Tuesday and Thursday and show up. And that way the kid also knows this is where I need to be picked up or someone else is bringing me home on the other days. Hey, Shan. Hey, Marlena. The next thing I want to do is let's go through and we are going to focus on how you could fill out your mornings. For this, let's use the color blue. So blue is going to signify any work that we have going on, anything connected to focused work, things like that, meetings, deadlines. And this is going to help you stay in control and try to prevent as much overwhelm as you can. Actually, and when I said that, I forgot that we did the complete the spring cleaning in blue. So this is a good moment to recognize, if that's in blue, maybe my work should not be in blue. Let's make my work be in, that's why I grabbed 2 pens. My work is going to be in green. So Monday morning, we're going to start the week off right. We are going to review our weekly goals. And I'm going to do a bullet point so that way we can check it off once it's complete. The other thing I want to do is, because we want to start that spring cleaning, maybe when we wake up, actually, we'll get back to that. Let's really focus on work at the moment. This is how when you are setting up your week, you can think about, okay, well, if I'm starting to shift into that spring cleaning, but maybe I want to get all of my work set up first. Tackling things, hey Cody, one by one is really going to allow you to set yourself up for success the following week. So let's stick with work for the moment. So Monday morning, we're going to review our weekly goals. And we are going to reply to all those emails that you got over from Friday. That feels like a great kickstart to the week. Okay? And then we have to take a look at the afternoon. And we know that on Monday at 1 o'clock, we have a team check-in. And we're going to underline that so that way it's just a little, helps it to stand out more. We'll even block it off like so. Then on your other task, you need to update the tracker for your project and finish ordering supplies. So we're going to list update project tracker. And the reason I like to do this before entering the new week is so that way when it comes, it prevents Sunday scaries because you know what you have to get done. And it also allows you to end that week thinking, okay, this is everything I accomplished this week. This is what I have to get done next week. I can rest easy and really focus on that quality time on Mother's Day. You can live in the moment. Amazing. Now, the one way to do this is you could either finish all of Monday in terms of going over to your spring cleaning and planning out every single part of your day. In this example, I really want to focus on planning our week with one section at a time. So again, focusing on our work life. So work indicates green, or green indicates work. Amazing. Now, Tuesday, we are going to keep a space for a to-do list. So I'm going to write to-do because we all know that during this team check-in, all of these to-dos that you did not anticipate are going to come up and we need a spot to write them down. And that's going to be indicated right here. That's a little helpful trick that I always use. So that way when those, thanks Kasai, when those little to-dos come up, you have a spot to write them down and you're not panicking. And it's extra helpful if like you don't have a meeting that day that you can block off that space. Tuesday afternoon, let's block off some time for focus work so that way we can actually get some of these to-dos done. So we're going to time block in this case. That's why I like having these blanks so we can add in our own times and it doesn't feel so micromanaged because things are always going to pop up. Meetings always take longer than we anticipate, right? So instead of having every single hour planned or every half hour planned, you're going to set a general time frame and it's okay if you're 15 minutes over. Leaving that leeway takes that pressure off when you're in the meeting if you're able to. So this would be from 2:15 to 4:15. We're going to block it off and this is just going to be focus work. Let's indicate that by doing this. I always like using as many blocks as I can. It just helps to picture this as your blocking schedule. And we're just going to do parentheses, D&D. Do not disturb. And yes, that does also signify sometimes I do put my phone on do not disturb during those times because just having those notifications pop up constantly, it takes away from that focus. Amazing. Next, we're going to go to Wednesday morning because this is going to be a midweek check-in time. So we're going to do a 9 o'clock meeting. We have our midweek check-in. And those won't take that long, so that's why I really made sure to not take up a lot of space with it. You are also going to do some organization of your files and your client follow-up. You see how we're going through the days ahead of time? So that way, you should instantly feel a little relief on your shoulders because you know, okay, I have some time to get things done. I'll take it day by day. And of course, things pop up along the way. But we have a general plan and that's going to feel so much more efficient. And then we have that Wednesday afternoon. Again, let's see if maybe we could work. How is Wednesday looking? Let's leave Wednesday afternoon blank. I never know what the Wednesday afternoon is going to bring. That's a weird day. Don't know why. We all have them, right? So Wednesday afternoon, we're going to leave that one blank just for the moment. We could come back to it if something pops up, but most likely it's going to be a good afternoon because we don't have meetings scheduled at the moment. That anything that needs to maybe get pushed, you are leaving yourself that afternoon to get it done. So let's say, for instance, you don't finish ordering supplies Monday afternoon and you honestly don't have time to do it during your focus work time. Great. You could push it to Wednesday afternoon. That is an example of how when things come up along the way, you're leaving yourself some space and some honestly negotiating room to transfer over your to-dos. Maybe you don't get to finish all those organization that you needed to do. Great, we can carry that into the afternoon because we left time. That's key to all of this. And then in Thursday, we have a mentor check-in. That's a quick thing, but it'll be at 10:30. And again, these are just some great examples of different things that can come up throughout your week. They're not super specific to just one individual. I wanted to use this as an example of how anyone could go about using this. Hey, Izzy. And another example would be maybe Thursday afternoon, we have a really deep work session with our project team. So that'll be from 1 o'clock, because we got to get moving on that. And that'll be from 1 to 3. And we're going to write and label this as deep work session. And the difference is that this indicates that it's with others, whereas focus work indicates that it's alone. But we're still going to use that blocking method just so when we're looking at this, we can quickly recognize those days where we have a long-term focus time block. And a quick mention that this is also just a great strategy for time blocking in general. Rather than blocking off every hour, you're blocking off that time that you really need to block off, if that makes sense. Great. And then when it comes to Friday, we're going to do a 9 o'clock weekly wrap up. Those are always super important to check in with your team and make sure. It also gives you a good time to check in with yourself, honestly, get things together. And we're also going to have this time to update our planner, update our desk planner, and make sure that we are ready for the next week. And then in the afternoon, we're just going to do some wrap up. So finish any leftover tasks. And finalize next week's goals. I like to always have a goal for each week moving forward. So whether it's goals or priorities, the word is interchangeable in this instance. Great. I feel already relieved looking at this, knowing that we are setting ourselves up for a flexible but productive work week. Great. Now you might be wondering, okay, well, now that we have our work schedule done, how are we going to actually accomplish our spring cleaning that we have as our priority? This is a great point. So let's talk about it. I'm going to stick with that blue from this Bic pen because it is the same color and it gives you a little color coding while being practical. It's nothing too crazy. But what I want to do is take a look at this and we're going to see, okay, now that we have our work planned out, we can see, okay, we got to pick up from lacrosse on Tuesday and attend a game on Thursday. So Thursday night, we're not going to have that much time for our priority, correct? Knowing that is already a great start to how we can prioritize. So let's see if we can incorporate anything into our morning. Just a quick, sometimes these priorities, you need to divide them up. Oftentimes, it's that dividing factor that's going to allow you to make progress over that weekly period. So Monday night, because we don't want to do our spring cleaning on Sunday night. That's just not realistic, right? So knowing yourself is going to help you as well. So Monday morning, it looks like we could honestly do just a quick little tidying up session. Let's schedule in 15 minutes. But it's going to be done once our actual work tasks are done. So we are going to let's make it 20-minute a tidying up. Tidy up. We're going to have it be something that is quicker, doesn't take as much time. So I'm not thinking kitchen. I'm honestly thinking bathroom. Throwing out any old towels, anything that is not going to be good for spring. Check it off. And then you could also, at night, I think this would be a good time I like to go for, maybe we can schedule in a walk after dinner. But I'm thinking, why not start the bedroom? We're going to start closet clean out. But I don't want this closet clean out to be carried over every single day. So we are going to start it here and we are going to finish it the next night. Start closet clean out. And I'm just going to draw a little line here. Finish. Because we all have some stuff from winter, fall that just needs to go. Out with the old, in with anything else that you may have that's more suited for the next chapter. Hey, Izzy. Hey, Kristen. So next, okay, great. Now we know that we are going to have the bathroom tidied up. We're going to have the closet finished all by Tuesday night. That sounds really productive and honestly exciting to be able to get this priority checked off our list. So let's take a look at Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be a little bit of a lighter day, at least in the afternoon. We can finish up any of our leftover tasks. So let's do a ton on Wednesday night. That sounds amazing. Wednesday night, we are going to do the kitchen. Ugh, the dreaded kitchen clean out. We're going to do a big exclamation point and then like this. Oh, just thinking about having to clean out the kitchen is so, but no, we're going to stop our thought process there. We're going to be like, this is a great opportunity to enter spring refresh. Let's flourish. Let's bloom with the flowers, right? That we're planting on Sunday. Thursday, I'm not sure that we're going to have time, so we're not going to set ourselves up for failure here. That is going to be the key when it comes to any priority or goal, is to not overdo it. Because if you do, like, let's say we have this kitchen cleanup, but if you have kids, if you're married, if you're in a relationship, whatever your situation is, something always comes up that is out of our control, right? So maybe you're halfway through the kitchen clean out and all of a sudden something comes up. You have to run out. Well, that's going to feel like a bummer. So that's okay. Maybe you can finish it up Thursday morning or even later at night on Thursday. So that's going to give us some leeway there as well. Now let's face Friday, because I don't know about you, but on Friday, there is no way I'm doing a spring cleaning. Like, that is just not going to happen. You need to know yourself. I can't say that enough when it comes to goals or priorities. You have to know yourself in order to make it work. I'm not doing my spring cleaning on Friday. That's not going to happen. Saturday, it's going to rain. We're going to do it on Saturday. Let's set ourselves up for success here, team. So Saturday morning, we are going to finish everything. We are going to vacuum everything. We are going to, let's just write this all down. I'm going to block off all of Saturday. I'm not going to lie to you. So we're going to write cleaning day. I'm going to add a cute sticker, at least so when we look at this, we feel a little more excited for it. Okay, maybe excited's not the word, but I do like cleaning. So what would be the best? We're going to go to, let me grab our spring ones. Oh, clean house. Wait, this is perfect. So this is from our variety sticker sheets, which are also available on our TikTok shop. We're going to do clean house because that is exactly what we're going to do on Saturday. Cleaning day. Amazing. That's exactly what I wanted to add. So what does that entail? We are going to, in the morning, taking a look at what we've already done. Kitchen. We've done some bathroom. Have I done the bedroom yet at this point? No. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to add vacuum to the list. We're going to vacuum. We're going to do any other like main rooms. No, I want to be more specific because I'm trying to think of what we have to do for spring cleaning. What do you guys have left on your list? It's always the vacuuming. We have the kitchen done according to our plan. We also have our closet done. I think it would be just like, oh my gosh, my desk area. So So we need to do the desk area / whatever, like office, that type of area. And that is a good thing to get done in the morning because it doesn't feel as daunting of a task. And then in the afternoon, we're going to finish up any remaining rooms. So the main room, which always takes longer than you want it to. And we're also just going to go through the bathroom and really do a whole cleaning up because we only have 20 minutes in Monday morning just to like tidy it up, get started, make it look clean at least. And then on Saturday, we're going to do a full bathroom haul. So that's going to take, honestly, the main room and the bathroom, that's going to be all of Saturday. Wow, what a fun Saturday we have to look forward to, am I right? And then Saturday, we're going to reward ourselves and we are going to chill. Oh my gosh, you guys, is anyone else's car though a mess? I need to add in cleaning my car. I forgot about the car. We're adding that to the list. So we'll have to make sure that we do this before the rain starts. So this will probably have to go before we do the inside. So I'm going to make a note of that. Oh no, it's going to rain in the afternoon. So this will actually be due after the rain. Perfect. Noting the weather is always amazing, even though who knows what'll actually happen, you know? And then Saturday night, we're going to hang out. I don't think I have that many plans. So you know what? Let's do a little self-care night. Let's take a bath. Oh, no better feeling. Hey, Brooke, how are you? Let's grab those self-care sticker sheets. This is, again, that variety pack. I wanted to pin these for you guys, too, just so you all know where I'm pulling these stickers from. We have a ton. I'm obsessed with them. They're brand new. So let me pin this for a sec as well. Great. Okay, let's do, oh my gosh, how nice does that sound? What color? We're going to do the green one because that fits really nicely with this golden dust color. Oh, that's okay. It slipped. So we're going to go that. And then also, let's just do the little self-care here. Because after a day of cleaning, after honestly like a week of this, you're going to be like, I need to feel clean. And so you're going to take a bath. You can even rinse off in the shower if you want, whatever your heart desires. I love that. That is oh my gosh, now I'm excited. See, adding in things that are also going to bring you joy, even they don't have to be crazy. Just like little things like taking a bath. That is how we are going to make sure that, yes, we are still doing our priorities. We're still working, but we have something to look forward to at the end of it all. It's a little reward. Are those appointment books? Are you talking about this? So these are our undated weekly desk planners. There's 52 undated sheets in here. What's amazing is that they're undated. We do have actual planners as well, like dated planners. Whatever floats your boat. And then we are going to take a look at the bottom here. It's kind of nice having a blank Friday night after a busy week. I'm okay with it. Let me go ahead and pin let me go back. I'll pin what we're using at the moment. Right now, these are the undated weekly desk planners. So those are number 1 in your carts right now. I'm actually going to mix it up and I'm going to start with the meal planning because we have to go, of course, grocery shopping on Sunday morning. So what color should we use for this? I'm thinking just black, keeping it basic, but not interfering with the rest of our colors. So on Sunday, since we're doing a Mother's Day lunch, I'm going to be gone in the afternoon. We're going to do a crock pot meal. That way when we come back, it's already up and ready. Ooh, look how nicely that writes. Monday. Oh, my voice there. I'm thinking tacos. No, Taco Tuesday. I'm going to do a taco salad bowl, though, just because it's a little more practical for a weekday. And if that's a great way to do that as well. Let's see. Monday, let's do a stir fry. I feel like that would be great because we could also somehow mix in whatever we make in the crock pot into our stir fry. If it's chicken, and your stir fry could be a bowl of stir fry. Like, there's different options when it comes to it. We can just plan that out when it comes to actually figuring out what specific crock pot recipe we're going to use. And then on Wednesday, again, I don't know, Wednesday we're doing a kitchen clean out. No one's going to want to be cooking a ton after they clean the kitchen. So let's just keep it simple. Let's just do a salad and we'll have some taco meat left. So salad with the taco meat. Thursday, leftovers. Thursdays are such a good leftover day. I don't know about you. Friday, I'm thinking, to be honest with you, pasta. And then Saturday, I want pizza. After a long day, I want a pizza and I want to chill. I want nothing on Saturday night, so we're doing pizza. See how easy that was to just plan your meals based off of this schedule that we just established? I love that. The next thing I want to do is going to use the red colored part of the Bic pen. We are going to tackle the work reminders and the personal reminders. Now, as you are using your weekly desk planner, you will probably carry over some of your reminders. For this example, we're just going to start fresh because we are not carrying it over. But that is what most likely you will do on a weekly basis is see, okay, well, this reminder didn't get done this week. It'll be a next week thing. And what's nice to have them down here is that if you get the chance to schedule them in, or let's say Wednesday afternoon, you have a 10-minute break that you can just check off ordering something, you can do that. It's here as a guide rather than a crazy must do. Those to-dos I prefer to schedule in. Amazing. I also wanted to say that with the meal planning, it's really helpful to do this for dinners ahead of time because it's going to reduce that decision fatigue throughout the day. And you make so many decisions, whether you realize it or not, everything we're doing is a decision. So you are consciously making so many decisions that when it comes to dinner, it shouldn't have to be one of them on a Tuesday night because that's just like too much. So back to the reminders here. This is a great thing to keep appointments, any messages you need to send, anything that involves your kids. This is where you can write them down. Like let's say you need to sign a permission slip. Write that down. And I'm using it in red just so I notice it more. It's a little bit of a call to action. Maybe you need to refill your prescription. Maybe you, maybe you need an oil change. And you don't have to fill out every single one because we all know more to-dos, more reminders will come up throughout the week. And so having some space left is totally okay because I'm granted by the end of the week, it'll be fully filled. And then you'll have your work reminder. So this could be a week where you really need to submit your timesheet. Or approve a vendor quote. Or even prep meeting slides. Fabulous. And then the notes down here, you are going to have, everyone uses this notes differently. It could be something that you leave blank until the week happens and things come up. You could also have a little quote up here if that helps guide the week. I like that idea. Let's have our quote align with our priorities. So let's write in, a clear space creates a clear mind. I don't know if that comma was correct, but that's okay. And then anything that comes up, if you're in a meeting and someone says, hey, can you get this done by the 16th? You could also note it in here. Maybe you need to send the minutes to someone. Anything like that, this is where it's great. We all need that space to just have, I honestly look at this notes as like a little sticky note. You know how we all have the sticky notes covering our desk and it's like, do this, do that. Well, this is a compiled version. So everything's in one space. And let's just go like this. Amazing. Now, you guys, just like that, during this live, we have an entire week filled out in this Undated Weekly Desk Planner. We are ready to take on the week by storm. And once it's done, it's done. You rip it off and that's it. They're perforated sheets, so they easily tear off. This is a must for anyone. Honestly, I love it so much. It's so convenient. It fits nicely on your desk. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So make sure you grab one of these for yourself, for someone else in your life. This is the way to go. We have stickers. We have different color options as well. And I hope that this was a great tool. I hope that this helped you to realize how you could use this in your own life and use it in a way that's productive and works for you. This is the another color option, Morning Bloom, or we have our Serene Horizon. So many beautiful color options to choose from, you guys. Make sure you check these out. I will be uploading this to Red as well, so if you would like, check us out there. And I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today, joining us for setting ourselves up for a successful week. I'm so proud of each of us who is ready to tackle this week with purpose. So until next time, you guys, happy planning and remember to navigate each day with purpose. Bye, you guys.